Hare Krishna. I am not a public speaker, but I will try a few words. I know Vyas Puja is very important. I know there's a lot of senior devotees, junior devotees, but Vyas Puja is something that we take check of every year of our progress in Krishna consciousness. It's our gratitude that we give to our spiritual master. I have 7 children, so growing up, every year, they had to write a Vyas Puja for Prabhupada. To tell Prabhupada, when they were young, it was just saying, oh, you opened up 108 temples. Oh, you did so much, you saved us. But as they grew older, the Vyas Pujas became stronger. So Vyas Puja is something, what I tell them is like a garland of flowers. And if some flowers have fallen off the garland, it doesn't look so good. So we all have to take that inventory of our lives, see what we're doing, see where we are getting, how much prajalpa did we do, how much good did we do, how much did we chant, did we get the taste? You know, just take a whole check to understand what Vyas Puja is. Our Guru Maharaj has given us this opportunity to serve him so we can go back to Krishna. We can't take one day out to write down a beautiful offering for him and offer it. Every day we are offering, prasadam, we're offering everything. But at the same time, Vyas Puja is the day that I feel is so important because that's his appearance day. And especially Radhanath Maharaj, I've known him since I was 18. And so it's 40 years. Yeah, I'm pretty old. But all through my life, he's been there through everything. I was going to read my offering. My daughter said, please don't, Mom. It'd be better if you could give some nectar. So, Maharaj has always been very kind. When I first met him, it was in Bombay and then New Vrindavan, but I served him in New Vrindavan. And then we went to college preaching, which was in Columbus, Ohio, and Cleveland. So we moved with him a lot. And this one time he was coming from Cleveland, I think, to Columbus, and he was late. So it was time for the cooking class that they had to do for the college program. So I'm not now I know how to cook, but that time at 18, no. I was an outside girl, playing hockey and sports girl more than a house girl. So I didn't know much of cooking or whatever. When I got married, I didn't even know how to make rice. That's how good I was. But so he had taught me, a few things. And so the cooking class I could handle when he wasn't there. But he was coming, so when he comes, he usually does it. So we were all waiting, Maharaj is coming, Maharaj is coming. But everyone that knows Maharaj knows how slow he moves. So even if his van is out there, it'll take him 40 minutes to get in. So they said they only have a certain slot in the college. So get started, he'll come, he'll give the lecture. So you do the cooking class part. So I was nervous because I've never just done it by myself, and he's coming, and so all that nervous energy, I was rolling the puris. And then I showed them how to fry it, and it puffed up. And yay, I was a magician. Everyone was clapping, the puris puffed. And I was feeling, oh, wow. And then I did the second one, and then I go to put it in, and I see him standing there. And I'm like, my fingers go into the oil, and the reflex wasn't even over there. It was like sitting in there like, oh, my God. But it was awesome. He came in there later, and he told me, you did well. You can do this by yourself now. So he always is there teaching. I remember in New Vrindavan, I learned how to make stuffed parathas. And a lot of mothers would know it's a little difficult to get those, the vegetable in there and not get the vegetable out of the atta. So I kind of mastered that a little bit in the kitchen in New Vrindavan. So Maharaj said, teach me how to make a paratha. We were in Pittsburgh then. And so, we were in the kitchen, and I'm showing him how to do it. I got the atta, I stuffed the dough, and I rolled it, came out perfect, and I was feeling very proud of myself. And then he says, okay, my turn. So he tries it. And the potato comes out of the atta. So I said, oh, Maharaj, if the potato, if there's a piece in it, you got to squish it with your hand. So, before you put it in. So he goes, you're not a good teacher. This is not my fault. This is your fault. You didn't teach me properly. So there, the inflated ego was like, wee, down there. So he was so good at teaching lessons. I remember that lesson all my life. When you get puffed up, poof, Krishna brings you down in a second. And it was a wonderful, important story. I lost a son a few years ago. And of course, the siblings, the children were distraught. We were distraught. We didn't know what to do. And the next day, Maharaj came and, he spent time with the kids. He spoke to them. He was there for like almost an hour and a half, 2 hours, just talking to the children and, helping them get over the grief. And they were all just crying and crying. And one of them, it was one of the twins. So the other twin was totally lost. So they were just crying. And he was like, but he didn't get initiated yet. We just did the IDC course. He wasn't linked. So Maharaj said, I already accepted him in my heart. So don't worry about that part. But then he couldn't stop crying. So Maharaj said, cry. Grieve your brother. Grieve his death. But let these tears become the tears of celebration and joy to celebrate this child's life. And that stayed with me. So now whenever someone passes away or someone loses somebody, that's what I write. It's just very beautiful. Because, we're going to cry. We are humans, so we are going to cry. We are attached. We're not unattached. We are attached. But at the same time, we have to see the Vaishnava in them and learn to celebrate their lives. So you can see Maharaj always emphasizes on gratitude. It's a very, very, very important quality to have. It's very difficult. It's a very easy thing to say a thank you or to remember to go do something for somebody. It takes 2 seconds, but we're so full in ourselves that we don't have time to say, thank you, Prabhu, or go find some, if somebody needed something, you remember it, you bring it for them later. Show your gratitude for every person or anyone that's in your life, whether it's the shoe guy, whether, everyone's doing their seva, but at the same time, they're giving you personal service. We give personal service to Maharaj, and what does he give us? So much love. Pandita Samadarshana. You can see that with Maharaj. No matter how big or small a devotee you are, he takes time out to meet you, to greet you, to give you that love and smile. Whatever it is, everyone feels loved. That's because he has that in him, that beautiful compassion. So that's one thing I always say. I got to learn how to smile more, be compassionate to anybody and everybody. There is no enemies. We're all Krishna's children. So there is no enemies. Okay, that person right now is, getting under my skin, but that's okay. Some karma we have to finish. But you still should be able to love them. So I always love that about Maharaj. He's always smiling all day long. People are going to him and giving their problems, or they're whining about something, crying about something. There's always something that somebody's going to him. But at the same time, at all times, he's smiling and giving you love. It's just so beautiful. We were there just the other time when he came. He stopped and talked to every one of us. It wasn't like, and since he's known my children since they were babies, they get hugs, and I remember I told them, they're getting all these hugs. We're not getting them because we're in the woman's body, right? So I'm like, we're not getting these hugs. And he just laughed. Then we were at a wedding once, and this really, really old lady was there. So she was like, going up to Maharaj, and so Maharaj just gave her like a kind of a hug. So I was sitting right behind. I said, I want one of those. And then he said, when you're 60. So a few years back, I told Maharaj, I'm almost 60. He goes, so? I said, I'm almost 60. And he goes, I said, you promised when I'm 60, you'll give me a hug. And he goes, ah, he did his laugh, and he goes, I changed my mind. The compassion and the love, to get it from your spiritual master is really, really sweet. And for me, I've been fortunate enough to get it from Maharaj and also from Srila Prabhupada. So some punya from past lives. And I thank all of you Vaishnavas for giving me this honor to sit up here and, give a few memories or pastimes with Maharaj. And today on his appearance day, I pray for his health, because he is, ailing a little bit sometimes. So I pray for his health, and I hope all of you will take out your pens and write in Vyas Puja for him, no matter how small you are or how big you are. Thank you. Jai Maharaj.
Thank you so much, Mataji, for your wonderful offering. We request Natapati Mataji